let me just get certain things out the way, just lay some precedents. I will be able to just set up a structured series, and then each week I will just find a way to keep it formatted so I'm organized, but also to keep to the goal of this whole thing, because these videos are purely not for entertainment. At the end of this, I am trying to genuinely make a piece of art, make film. My name is Nixon. If this is the first time you're seeing me, nice to meet you. Saw the title and it resonated with you. And I'm not gonna ask you too many questions because, you know, let's just get to it. Let's get to it. First, I do not intend to sell this pilot or traditionally pitch this show. Anything that can be commodified, anything that can be sold, made a profit of, is gonna happen. Hollywood, obviously, is very commercial. It's very much a business, and it's pretty much objective to everyone at this point, you know. Anyone who has nothing to do with the arts can assume that, like, a Hollywood's a shady business. And when it comes to network television, when it comes to big production companies, obviously at the end of the day, they're prioritizing making a profit. They're prioritizing capitalism. They're prioritizing ideas that will break even, basically. I'm a socialist. I basically hate capitalism. I have no intention of just writing the script to sell, to make money, to give it away. I have no intention of doing that. When it comes to going into, like, anyone who knows anything about network television, going in the rooms, pitching, making a show Bible and all of that, I will be doing those things and I will be that thorough, but I don't intend on showing it to any suits. For me, it's not that I have to make it and it has to be on Netflix. I'm just trying to execute the vision. So wherever that may go, I'm open to anything. I'm not particular about hitting a certain signifier of commercial success. I have no desire to cater to network television. I touched on this obviously in the first point, but what I mean specifically, for a good example, we study, we read the text, we study, we watch, we pray, we cite, you know, versus Abbott Elementary, hands down, marker of my generation. I love that show down. Also, Black Lady sketch show is good, obviously. But those come from network television. I think sketch shows HBO, Abbott's ABC. Even though those shows are executing a vision that speaks to so many people and is not necessarily watered down or censored at all, I have no desire to fit into those constraints. Yes, I could do what Quinta has done, but with where we are politically, where we are societally, I don't see going down the route of compromising certain things or catering to what is most palatable to people. That's just not where I want to go. Because I'm like, okay, if you didn't see the first video, this show is basically like the two main characters are Black, queer women, okay? I know for sure one's gonna be straight up a lesbian, a Black, as dark as me, or at least darker than a brown paper bag. Maybe not as dark as me, but like the whole point, Afrocentric, queer, Black women. So if these are the main characters, that's already gonna give a setback to anyone in network television because it's not gonna be palatable. So, you know, starting there, I'm just like, girl, I just don't see this being on network television. And with streaming existing, girl, no one cares about that. No one cares about that. So I'm like, honestly, this was a great time for me. Great time. I intend for the writers to reflect their characters with experience. I think it's just important to me that when we get to character development, because again, we're starting from, well, I'm not starting from nothing, but from this video series, I'm gonna lay it all out. And when it comes to character development, it's just important to me that it's developed with some truth. Funding for filming will be a process. I've only just been writing the pilot, writing pages, and now just starting to talk about this concept, talk about this idea, try to gather, not even the audience at this point. It's really just creatives to help me really bring this to fruition. I just know that the funding will take time. I guess I'm just setting this precedent for anyone who will join me on this project. I have no connections, no anything to any studios, any production companies. I want to start this process of actually having something on the pages, actually having some life and breath into it, and then, you know, money will come around. Because even though I know it's going to be based queer, Black women, all I know is that there's just a lot to flush out before bringing people into this. So I just wanted to get that out the bat. Like, I'm aware of that. I'm aware that it's going to be a process, at least to have the pilot down and then to start that separate process. The last one, I'll be just as satisfied if this is only a cult classic. Just so everyone's clear, just so this is known to whatever happens in the future, this pilot, the pilot script, is going to be made. I am going to make this. There are certain things, certain traits of this show, this world I'm building, that I'm not willing to compromise. And another reason as to why I was saying I don't plan on trying to pitch this or trying to cater to suits is that I know from what's happening in the world and just from these characters being this, like, it's going to be inherently political. Another factor of this show is that I want to reflect the times. The show is starting at the beginning of 2025. I want to also play out these things that have happened to literally reflect the times, not as they're happening, but with a delay. I'm not willing to compromise the vision. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that when it comes to certain characteristic traits or the set or the makeup, or of course, like when you're collaborating, I'm always willing to hear ideas and elevate and go through an evolution. What I'm trying to articulate is that I'm not willing to compromise that this would be inherently political. I'm not willing to compromise that this is going to set a precedent for people within this community. And I'm just not willing to compromise that I'm not trying to cater to the exploitation of Black people. I'm trying to show something for my community and for women, really it's just women and women of color. And just seeing the patriarchy is just doubling down. I find it imperative to set these precedents so that we all know we're on the same page. I'm not willing to play into what patriarchy has taught me in order to make this show. I'm in Los Angeles. I go through Hollywood every day. I know what it's trying to tell me. I know there's an audience for this because Black women exist. Point blank, period. And because anti-Blackness is so deeply embedded in our society, it's so easy for Black women, for us to feel that we're not, it doesn't really matter, we're cellophane, we're the last thought. To quote the great, one of the greats, the most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. All I'm saying is that, like, I'm not doing this to try to gain fame or notoriety. Just from where the world is at now, I don't foresee that happening. Anything can happen, but I don't foresee that happening. But at the end of the day, in this journey that I'm bringing you along with me, I am just trying to do what feels right to me and making this show, this romance, this portal into this person's, our lives. All I know is that America cannot continue to gaslight me and act like my existence is the least significant or it's the most corrupt. I'll leave you with this. This is where we're gonna end the video. I'm speaking directly to my sisters, to my people, Black women. I'm speaking to y'all. Let's just, and walk with me, let's just think about all the ways in which objectively Black women are held back, whether it be certain features, whether it be our hair, whether it be colorism. Think about those things. Now, imagine if they didn't exist. Imagine if we were on even playing field with our white sisters. Think about that. Think about that. Think about if we had equity and everything that we needed accommodations for was accommodated for. Think about that. And I think that answers my question as to why America specifically continuously tries to bring the Black woman down or make her think she is only there to aid, that she's only there for diversity, just so it looks better for the white people in the room. I'm here to set a new precedent, not necessarily in Hollywood. I'm over that shit. I'm just trying to speak to myself. I'm trying to speak to the people I love the most. And I'm trying to speak to everyone and show them where we're at and how things could be. I was gonna reveal the title or the working title of the series in this video, but I'm gonna keep it. Doesn't feel right. That's all. Thank you so much for watching this upload. I will be posting every single Friday because I started on a Friday, so we're keeping it on Friday. Subscribe. I don't even have it in me. And at this point, I know a subscription on your YouTube channel is not nothing. So if you want to subscribe, if you don't, I get it, because sometimes you just watch the video and it's like, damn. Also, I had a joke in here. I'm like, I gotta get this off. I have a joke in here. Before we fall in love, let's get tested for STDs. I wasn't able to incorporate that in the video. That's just where we're gonna end it. Before we fall in love, let's get tested for STDs. That's my time, everyone. Stay safe, protect your neighbors, abolish ICE, fuck ICE, and the only thing we have left to lose is our chains, okay? In all seriousness. Yeah. Take care. We're done. 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 We're done.